LarrysAnythingGoes. Hope you guys are having a great and exceptional day. Today's poem is going to be called Who Cares About ESPN poem. Not knocking the sports fans, but, I heard some controversy happen on ESPN, and since I'm not a sports fan, I don't really care. Anyways, here we go. In the game of life, we always want to work hard, fight hard, and ultimately win. I hear, read, and see the nonsense about ESPN all over the media and social sphere. People are talking about Rachel Nichols' comments, which is clear when I hear this kind of stuff. It just makes me laugh and at times just want to vomit. It's just because I feel like that I am beyond it. If you are a major fan of sports, I'm not mad at you. And as long as you spend hours talking about it, it's like it's a book report, to be honest with you all. I like being around people who work very, very hard to resort to ownership positions, which in today's world has been giving corporations a run for their money. And yet and still, it's making working people's lives much more brighter and much more sunnier because of the economic reset that has transitioned debt, increased or decreased people's paychecks. Instead of an election, let's focus on different sorts of protection, and let's vote to elect to listen and to work with people who are about creating and completing projects. Life is like major courtroom trials where both sides are always ready for a long, long time, ready to ride. The jury deliberates, arguing multiple points, and tries to come to a reasonable conclusion and some sort of reasonable solution. However, family, sometimes the jury cannot make a reasonable decision and gets hung because people cannot agree, and therefore they lose the mission. Now in life, if this is your circle 90 to 100% of the time, then you may not realize it, but your life is actually growing into one specific category known as decline. The world has hit a global reset button, but people think because things are now open that there is no point to hit one's own rewind. In order for one to be able and stable to go fast forward, just by grabbing one's physical and mental almighty sword, a circle of argumentative people means one's definitely needs to take some sort of sedatives, because in my personal opinion, that is by no means any sort of kind of way to live. When your life is all about what you are going to give, and when you're never ever on the receiving end, well then at that point it's time to spend more time on your grind that makes you looking and sounding like an Einstein. Constant argumentative people love to, without any hesitation, constantly, and unfortunately constantly loves to engage in intellectual masturbation, meaning lots and lots of very unproductive conversations leading to the middle of nowhere. People love to dare one another like these conversations are just rare. And when you're always going nowhere, then trying to compare your life with people who are always going somewhere, then your comparisons are basically just embarrassing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's poem. Do the great 3 free things: like, share, and subscribe. And as I always say, make money moves. You're going to live broke like a fool. Take care, family.